Hi, my name is Kiefer, as you should know. This is my summative vlog. The first question, what helps you stay engaged in an activity? And I would say the thing that helps me most stay engaged is probably if I'm good or not at the sport. So if I'm good at the sport, I would have more higher chance of me wanting to play or me being engaged in the sport. Even if I'm like decent at the sport, I still wouldn't mind, because then it's not embarrassing for me to play if I'm really bad at it, because I get embarrassed. And then again, if I'm bad at the sport, I would rather not play or be less engaged in the sport instead. I'd also say that the competitive factor is something else that helps me stay engaged. So I guess like football, for example, is really competitive, even if I'm not good at it, I still stay engaged because it's nice, and it's also, then finally, it's fun. And just for the sport being fun, like let's say baseball, I'm not good at baseball, but it was fun to play, so that helped me stay engaged. And for the second question, how might you provide leadership in the classroom? What positive social behaviors could you promote at the same time? I might provide leadership in the classroom when I play sports games that I'm good at. For example, for soccer, I think I show leadership when I play that game, because I'm good at it and I direct people to do things. Another way I could show leadership is like, I guess, handball, for example, because handball would require someone to step up and call for the ball. And some positive social behaviors that I could promote at the same time would be giving the ball to students who don't get the ball. So if I'm playing like soccer and someone I see they're not doing much, they're standing there, I would give them the ball. Now I would provide some social factors. The third question, when participating in physical education classes, what can you do to ensure your safety and other safety? I can listen and follow the rules, so I would know what to do and when to do. And then also make sure I'm not overly ball chasing or being overly aggressive in the sport, because if I'm ball chasing constantly, then I wouldn't know if someone's there. I would just sprint for the ball. Or any sport, I would just run for the ball and I wouldn't know that someone's there. And also overly aggressive, so I wouldn't be pushing people by accident, because some people aren't that athletic in our class, so I might accidentally hit them instead, which is not good. Another thing would be just making sure I listen to the teacher whistles or anything he says. Like when Mr. Will says to stop shooting, you would stop shooting so you don't hit someone accidentally. Then the fourth question, name some physical activities or sports in which you have improved your skill. How has this improvement affected your enjoyment in these classes? I would say I improved in basketball and football. I would say in general I improved in general I improved. Like for basketball, I'm better at shooting. I can dribble a little, even though I'm still bad at the sport, but I can do a little more than I used to, I think. And for football, it's around the same thing, where I can catch the ball better, throw it a little better, and run around with the ball. And with both sports, I learned the majority of the rules, I guess. So I know what I'm doing half the time. Sometimes I still don't, but same thing. And also been able to get more points in basketball or touchdowns. And I would say my improvements has definitely improved my enjoyment of the sport, because it's easier to play. It's easy to understand and play, and also it's fun scoring. Does being good at one activity encourage you to try other activities? I would say not really. Unless they're really similar, then I would say yes. But if they're not similar, then I would say no, because if I'm good at one thing and the other thing I'm bad at, I don't see the point of doing it. But I would say if it's like one day we play a game that I'm good at, and the next day we try something new, then I would say I would probably want to try, because if I'm good at the other one, I might be good at this new one. Do you want to continue being involved with activities that you're good at after you leave school? How can you do this? I would like to continue activities like soccer, maybe even track, by joining clubs or just playing with friends or family. And the final question, using your assignment from either the nutrition or mental health unit, discuss at least two connections from that assignment to your own current life or going forward. I learned what gum disease is, it was one thing, and how it affects your eating. This relates to my life or going forward because it gives me knowledge and understanding of what the disease is, and just for future knowledge, it'd be nice to know. You never know when it pops up, and then you can just say. I also learned about I learned about what I eat in depth, so I know I can see that I should eat more fruits and vegetables, and also that I should eat less sodium-based foods. This relates to my current life, mostly my current life, because I can change it for the better, so that I understand and know what I'm doing. So if something goes wrong, or I just want to get better, like physically, even mentally, to be honest, eating better would help me a lot. And those are the 5 questions. That's it. Bye.